Have you ever wondered how these mall shoe stores stay in business?
500. Oh no.
An updated Sambos haul. I can only fit 3 in my hands, but I think I'm up to 10 pairs now.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about a subject that I think most of us would be able to relate to if you've been to a mall in the past couple of years, and that is the possible money laundering operations covering as a sneaker store or a consignment shop, because these have popped up all over the place since the boom in popularity during COVID, but that same popularity has died down pretty heavily over the past year and a half, 2 years, and tons of these stores are still alive even though nobody's actually in them shopping if you walk past. And maybe they do end up closing, but then another sneaker store takes its place. It's a very odd situation because these stores are charging way more for their sneakers and clothes than anywhere else on the market, more than the retail price, more than any of the other places online, StockX, Goat, eBay, and it just looks like no business ever actually takes place. So where's the money coming from? So we're going to go over a little bit more today because it seems like these places shouldn't exist in today's climate, but they constantly keep popping up in every mall that I see.
Have you ever wondered how these mall shoe stores stay in business charging these insane prices? There are 3 reasons why stores like this are still in business. First reason being people don't know about shoes. You walk into the store and see stuff like this and just assume this is what the shoe costs, instead of just Googling the shoe and finding out what the market price actually is. Reason number 2, honestly, they just might be money laundering. Because honestly, who the are paying these prices? Like, yeah, these people may not know that they could get the shoe cheaper somewhere else, but that doesn't mean that everyone's just walking around with $400 to spend on shoes. All shoe stores have literally become the new mattress stores. Who the knows what's going on?
So the first reasoning that people don't know the prices of their shoes, I don't think is that good of an argument anymore, at least for normal people. I would understand if these stores still thrived in big cities, LA, New York City, where you have a ton of genuinely super wealthy people that either just want the new shoe or the new piece of clothing that came out now. They don't care how much it costs, how much you upcharge. They just want to walk in, buy it, and walk out because money is no problem to them. But when you see this in almost every single mall across America, especially the overall climate of malls right now are not really that good. People 100% know how to look up shoes online if they genuinely want it, and they're not going to pay basically twice the price compared to getting it online. But it does seem like more people are waking up to, is this possibly some sort of mattress firm situation where money laundering's taking place? Because clearly the rent is not cheap in these places, and some of these stores have been around for so long and look like they make no profit. So how are they really still in business? But we can look at some of the comments here, and most of them sell replica shoes, which we'll get to in a little bit later in the video. They don't stay in business, which is true. In some cases, they will disappear, but more than likely another consignment shop will take its place. It's like they just swap the signs on the front of the store, and it ends up just being the same sneakers and the same clothes that are all hype beast stuff with just a different name on the wall. They sell them so high because you have to make enough money to pay rent, and then if they're consignments, they have to pay those too, which I understand, but they're not selling these shoes anymore. The popularity is basically dead with the majority of people nowadays. Of course, Jordans and Nikes are always still popular, but not nearly as much as it was during 2020, 2021.
Okay, so I was wondering how these resale stores are surviving in the mall. And then I see this. These go for like $80 brand new. They got this used pair for $375 on sale for $262. I could literally buy 5 of them. Yeah, this is some of the most insane shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna lie. $245. This shoe goes for $100 brand new. 500. Oh no, these smoking crack. I'm out of here.
It is so unbelievably high compared to even the resale market online that it genuinely makes no sense why these stores are in business. Here's some of the comments. They usually go out of business pretty quickly. It's got to be money laundering because the prices don't make sense. Many talking about these stores going in and out of their malls pretty quickly. Every resale shoe store at my mall goes out of business really quick, but that means multiple times this is happening, which is just odd. DHgate would never, another replica site. Money laundering, the fake Michigan Michigan 5s for $500. Because at least with my experience right now, I have two malls pretty close to me where I live in North Carolina that since I moved here a year and a half ago are still going strong, I guess, even though I've been to the malls multiple times, even on Saturdays during the weekends, and you walk by the storefront and one person is in there shopping, probably not actually shopping, just looking at the shoes. I genuinely don't know how they make any money. I know these same consignment shops sell their products online, so maybe you can make the argument that it's online sales, but if somebody's already on their phone or on their computer at home trying to buy these shoes, you could just go to those other sites, StockX, Goat, eBay, and get the exact same shoe for much cheaper. And just in general right now, the entire resale market for almost anything, you could talk about all the hypebeast shoes, even thrifting and garage sale type of resellers aren't doing nearly as well because people don't have as much expendable income, especially over the past year or so. So when you start seeing videos like this, the comment sections are just great. So these are groups of resellers running at the Nike outlet stores, actually running to go over to the back wall to get some of these shoes for cheaper at the store open, I would assume almost every morning. Probably a really good way to make money again during COVID 2020, 2021. During that time, everybody wanted shoes, but now most of these shoes are on the back wall because they are either old or returns from people probably trying to make a profit and ending up realizing that it wasn't worth it. And now they're just sitting in the store and in the comment section, $4.63 profit. Calm down, bro. They're yours. Why is he rushing? Nobody else was there. We're back, baby. Proceeds to grab some brick dunks size 13. Everything that's not popular anymore was a couple years ago. You probably could have made money in these consignment shops, but it's just not there. If you did have any interest in this community, you could even see online is much smaller. Sneaker channels on YouTube are much smaller or have completely stopped uploading in the past couple years. Again, you could add on to reselling in general. A lot of the thrifting, a lot of the garage sale type of YouTubers have either quit and gone back to normal 9-to-5s, or their audience has dwindled so much that they're not really making too much money anymore. Part of the reason, on top of the lack of popularity, is the increase in quality of the entire replica market, and that includes sneakers. So much so that you're now having influencers who make these haul videos that you normally see for clothing or makeup or whatever, now just showing all of the replica items they're buying.
An updated Sambos haul. I can only fit 3 in my hands, but I think I'm up to 10 pairs now. My favorite pair. You could tell they're a little worn in, like every single outfit, and so cute. Same ones, but in this pretty maroon color. Got these, and I'm freaking obsessed with them. Are you kidding?
Okay, so if you don't know, these are Adidas and Gucci collaborations. And another thing, a yellow app means DHgate. I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say the sites that you buy these fake items on, or you'd probably end up getting banned or in trouble. Something will happen on TikTok because nobody really says DHgate. It's yellow app. So you have lack of popularity in general. You have people knowing that they could buy the replica shoes that aren't $400 or $500 on sites like DHgate. There are many others we'll talk about in a second. And then you have the possibility of those same consignment shops finding very good replicas on those sites and selling them as authentics in their stores. I mean, all of this just works against it. I don't know how any of these places are in business anymore, because there are entire Reddit communities with almost 1 million followers dedicated to replica hype beast footwear that get the shoes so unbelievably close. There have been lawsuits filed by Nike against StockX because they're supposed to be an authenticator website and they couldn't even differentiate what's real and fake anymore. So if you know what you're doing, you could buy these shoes that aren't authentic from China that are significantly cheaper than any of the stuff you'll see on the resale market on top of the consignment shops, and then you could have whatever shoe that you want. So I just really don't understand how these stores are still alive. I know it does sound a little ridiculous that we just all go to, must be money laundering like the mattress firm, because it's just such a weird situation that's going on, but I don't really see any other way that these places will still stay afloat. Again, unless you're in places with people who are unbelievably wealthy, like LA, like New York, maybe Miami as well. But anywhere with a suburban mall, even if it is maybe middle upper class area, it's not nearly as popular with most of those kids anymore, so they're not buying these shoes. But if you have any experiences, leave it in the comments down below. But that's all I got for you guys today. YouTube thinks you'll like this video popping up on screen right now. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I'll talk to you guys later.